stuff's in there.
What is in there?
Or is it important? If those are sandwiches, they are now paninis. Yeah, smash burgers. Oh, you're gonna go again. Make sure you get the other side. It's doing a very thorough job despite the backpack. Oh, somebody does care.
And plenty of times. It stayed very thick.
Iceland has rich bird life thanks to its cliffs, wetlands, and open seas. Millions of seabirds nest there each summer, including puffins, guillemots, and kittiwakes, while wetlands support species like hooper swans and waders. Many birds are migratory, making Iceland a key North Atlantic breeding and stopover area, and birdwatching is popular during the long summer days. We had already seen a plethora of swans on our tour, and it really shouldn't have been any surprise to me, because swans are an important and familiar part of Iceland's bird life, especially the hooper swan, which is the country's national bird. Hooper swans breed widely across Iceland in lakes, rivers, and wetlands during the summer, then many migrate to the British Isles and Northern Europe for winter. They are known for their loud, musical calls, large size, and striking white plumage with black and yellow bills. Swans have long been protected in Iceland and are often seen as symbols of purity, wilderness, and the changing seasons. In addition to bird life, fish are also central to Iceland's nature and culture.
I saw that.
The cold, nutrient-rich North Atlantic waters support abundant species such as cod, haddock, herring, capelin, and salmon. These fisheries have shaped Iceland's economy and diet for centuries, making seafood a defining part of Icelandic life. Iceland is famous for true Atlantic salmon, which migrate from the ocean into rivers to spawn. The Arctic char, a close relative of salmon, and one of the country's most iconic freshwater fish, also thrive in Iceland's cold, clean rivers and lakes, and are among the northernmost freshwater fish in the world. They are highly adaptable, living in both freshwater and the sea, and show wide variation in size, color, and behavior, depending on their environment. In Iceland, char are prized for their delicate flavor and are also a favorite among fly fishers for their strength and agility. Together, Arctic char and Atlantic salmon are central to Iceland's fishing culture, river conservation, and connection to pristine natural waters. River fishing in Iceland is world-renowned, especially for those two types of fish, Atlantic salmon and Arctic char. Iceland's rivers are typically clear, cold, and fed by springs or glaciers, creating ideal conditions for healthy fish stocks. Many rivers are carefully managed with strict conservation rules, limited daily permits, and catch-and-release practices to protect populations. Fly fishing is the dominant method, and fishing is deeply tied to Icelandic tradition, nature stewardship, and rural life. In addition to fishing, other popular outdoor activities in Iceland center on its dramatic landscapes and changing seasons. Hiking is widespread, from glacier valleys to volcanic highlands, while glacier walks and ice cave tours are major highlights. Visitors also enjoy whale watching, bird watching, and soaking in natural hot springs. In winter, northern lights viewing, snowmobiling, and skiing are popular, while summer brings horseback riding, camping, and exploring waterfalls and black sand beaches. I didn't have this problem so much on the smaller river crossings, but an unexpected challenge for me actually became some of the wider, deeper water river crossings where there was a current, because for some reason it was triggering my vertigo. It was a little bit disorienting, kind of like standing in the ocean and feeling the ebb and flow of the tide. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, maybe it's just me. Laura certainly didn't seem to.
Lunch break stop. Day 2. Can't beat this view. We got swans in that field over there. Right there. Horses. Lovely view. So that's literally why riding Icelandics in Iceland made my bucket list. Was because I saw a breed demo and they were doing all the gated horses and they all came in, you know, their flutes of champagne and their glass of red wine and their white outfit. And then the Icelandic horse came in. It was this big guy with a beard, looked like a Viking, and he was like, rah! Full speed. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but I want to do that.
My second horse of the day, I'll define him by saying hair goals.
After lunch. I am now in the front. My new horse. Can't remember his name. Nicole is now officially in the back. You see Nicole? They're getting ready. Ships in the night. I'm now in the front while she's in the back. Eventually we'll ride together.
Laura finally got a horse that goes to the front, and
I'm in the back.
Again.
oh, you're in the back too! Yes. No. You stay with me. I don't like the back. Rubbing it in. There's our horses.
But it's all for the horse.
It's all for the horse. I mean, also if all the young people do it, like everybody does it.
I didn't get much video footage of the second part of this ride on Matur, this chestnut gelding here. I was pretty excited about him. I love a good chestnut. He has an amazing mane on him, which doesn't actually qualify for much, because we spent the first 2/3 of this leg trying to run off with me. He was a rubbernecking runaway, so when the herd left, he tried to leave with them. I think he was bound and determined to not recognize that he had a rider on his back, so it was pretty harmless, but slightly vexing at the same time. Admittedly, I do rank it above my horse tripping through the river crossing and taking a cold plunge in Iceland, which you can see, unfortunately, one of our travel mates became victim of.
This river crossing made me remember that I had told one of my coworkers before I left that the worst thing that could happen to me was falling into a river. But it wasn't me this time. My horse did trip and then caught herself, so we were fine. But as we were riding, a horse passed me that was fully saddled and no rider, and that's when I knew that not every horse had caught themselves.
Unsure of what caused our companion's misstep, I started off across this river with no small amount of apprehension. The water wasn't any deeper than it was on any of our previous crossings. However, the rocks at the bottom of the river were much bigger and made negotiating our way across a little bit more treacherous.
I think one of the guys went down. Yeah, I think somebody's horse fell.
This river,
Yeah, I went for a swim.
I see that.
are you completely wet now?
Puddle.
My last horse for today's ride was actually Laura's first horse from day one, yesterday, and it was a surprising change-up. Maybe Gauti just seemed amazing because he followed Matur, but I really enjoyed him. He was a very pretty color, he was a good size. Laura said they told her that he was young when she rode him, so maybe that's why he didn't really seem to have any bad habits, but he had a pretty smooth tolt, so I liked him a lot. If there was any doubt that we were on the final leg of our journey, the loose horses attempting to pass us would have been a dead giveaway that we were reaching the end of our ride. Some of these faster horses without riders were very persistent about trying to camouflage themselves into the front of the group. And to be honest, we kind of just resigned ourselves to letting them at this point. Here we are crossing the Víðidalsá, a scenic salmon river in northwest Iceland that flows through the Víðidalur Valley. It's best known for Atlantic salmon fishing and is one of Iceland's respected mid-sized salmon rivers. It's also home to sea trout and Arctic char. It's also known for its cold, clear, glacier-fed water, which is ideal for healthy fish runs, and beautiful rural surroundings with rolling hills, meadows, and traditional Icelandic farmland. The river has long been important to local communities for fishing, farming, and settlement, and today is carefully managed with conservation-focused angling practices. While it's less famous than Iceland's largest salmon rivers, Víðidalsá is prized for its peaceful setting and consistent fishing quality. I know I said that we had resigned ourselves to letting the horses pass us, but that was a lie. Gauti didn't seem to be super bold, so I had a hard time, but I did attempt to cut off the renegades as they tried to pass me. I can't believe I forgot to mention this earlier, but Laura and I are finally riding in the same group. We're both in the front. It's a momentous occasion.
The horses that want to be the leader.
Yeah, that horse is like, I am gone.
We didn't get this on video, but there was a point at which we came up on a crossing and there was a tall incline and all the other horses were going the easy way up and my horse decided to go straight up and I was like, this is the best thing ever, and I had a hoot and I wish we had gotten on video.
Now see, it's river crossings like this that just made my vertigo go absolutely crazy. Am I the only one here?
I don't know if you are or not, but I did not have that problem.
I'm jealous. As our ride time on day 2 came to a close, it turned out that it wasn't the day of 1,000 rivers. It was, in fact, Víðidalsá River. It was the day of 1 river and 1,000 crossings. So technically I wasn't wrong, but you see where I'm going with this, right? We stopped to switch horses twice, covering 40 kilometers today, spending 6 hours in the saddle, and Laura ranked herself a 2 out of 10 on the soreness scale. And while Laura was still dubbing her horses "Hey girl" or "Hey guy," I was keeping detailed notes because I like to keep track of things. I'm type A in case you hadn't noticed. So my first horse for today, Víðir, liked him a lot. He was pretty solid. I rank him up there with Harpa. My second horse of the day, Matur, the rubbernecking runaway. You can probably imagine where I ranked him. And my last horse of the day, dear Gauti. Might not have had as good a handle as Harpa, but I ranked him in top tier. I wasn't able to get him to consistently hold a tolt for long distances, but when he did, he was decently smooth.
There's a lot of letters in every word. Yeah, and like combinations from words and stuff. Did you record it?
What's in the just replay? Do you get the free beer?
No.
If you remember?
Also because of
If we remember what?
The name for Roundup.
It was like...
Víðidalsá.
there.
Víðidalsá
Ja. Dunderja.
The teacher is not fair, she's quick learning.
I have to do your Icelandic words again at the end. See if you improve. Meanwhile, our mounts are recharging under the rainbow. That must be lucky. I think it's good luck.